Hello, students. Hello, hello, hello. Can we now start? Okay. Stop talking, stop talking. Hello, 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 hello. If you can hear me, clap once. If you can hear me, clap once. Okay. You people can talk. So let's be silent. I'm your mathematics teacher, and I'm here to teach you about division. How many people know how to divide? You know how to divide? Yes. Okay, so I'll be asking you some mental work. Is that okay? Yes. 9 divided by 3. Yes? It is 3. Oh, that's very good. Thank you very much. Can we clap for her? Aha.
Hello, Vincent.
Yes, hello.
Great to see you again.
Yeah, nice to see
you.
you.
How have you been?
Is
anything with you?
Yesterday, my team in the Premiership won, and I'm really excited about that.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
And how is teaching? You had some frustrations about questioning techniques?
Yes, yes. That is going on so well. I'm really excited with my class. They are taking the growth mindset seriously.
Oh, that is great. Thank you for hosting me today. I know how hard it is for you to be observed in class.
Okay.
And first, let's talk about what went well.
Okay, okay.
From my feedback book here, what is one thing that you think went really well in your class?
In my class, I was really very positive when it came to students making mistakes during my lesson.
Oh, great. How is that important?
It's very important that students feel safe enough to make as many mistakes as possible. And, it encourages them to learn from their mistakes as well.
Yes. Now, I would like to tell you some few things that I think went really well in your lesson.
Yes.
One, I loved the way you received the students when they were arriving. You talked to each one of them, you greeted them, and that made them comfortable and feel at home in class. And then 2, I like the way you circulated when you gave them a task, because it helps them to belong, but also to appreciate your interest in what they are doing.
Oh, thank you.
And I think finally, I liked the questions that you asked. You have really improved on questioning because at least it helps the students to think, and it helps them to have time with their work and recalling what they have done. That was really very good. There's still something that you can work on, the points of growth, because, for example, when the lesson started from the 4th to the 9th minute, there was really no learning activity taking place.
Yes.
So I believe you can work on that so that you help on saving some time, because you lose a lot of time at the beginning of the lesson. And maybe if that is worked upon, it could improve on your lesson. Now, let's work together on choosing an area for growth. There are a number of areas that we can look at, as I noticed from your class. There's that area of losing time where we could look at the routines and norms in the classroom at the start of the lesson, so that we can improve and catch up on a bit of time lost. But we can also, you remember when you were teaching in the mathematics lesson, when we were looking at multiplication tables, the students had a hard time picking what you were trying to put across and mastering the concept. So I would really feel that you could choose either one of them, because you had to reteach, you had to encourage students to practice. So we could either look at the norms and routines at the start, or we could look at demonstration and practice as far as the mathematics is concerned. So which one would you choose?
I think I would go for routines, establishing routines.
How would that help you to improve?
I think that would help me to save on time lost during the lesson, hence create more learning time for me.
Great. So establishing routines and norms it is.
Yes.
But first, we need to read about it, and then we shall watch a video. First, please read the definition, the how-to, and the overview in this FTS guide, and then we shall follow from there. How will establish routines and norms give you more time for learning?
Establishing routines will help me to save some time when it comes to activities like, for example, students entering class or even cleaning the class. So to help me to save some time so that I give more time to the classroom.
Okay, great. So now let us watch the video, and we'll follow through the steps.
Okay, get it. So from here.
So you can.
Okay. I get it. I get
Okay,
it. Yeah.
okay. Yes, now, do you have any questions before we try out the routine?
Just one question.
After
Yeah,
the video?
maybe just one question. Are we going to do many routines today?
No. I think just one for today. And then we shall see how we will progress, and then we can try out next time when we meet a number of them.
Okay. No, that's very good.
Okay. So, let's try the first two steps together. Step one is to choose the routine to work on, as you clearly saw in the video.
Okay.
During which of the classroom activities does the class lose the most time?
In my opinion, I think they lose more time when they're entering the classroom.
That sounds good. Step two is to break the routine into steps.
Okay.
Remember, you cannot have the whole routine running as a block, so we need to break it into steps so that we can let the steps flow.
Okay.
So we can do the routine ourselves to help break up into steps.
Okay.
Let's get up and get to the door.
Okay, that's okay.
So we are now students, and we are walking into the class.
Okay.
So what do you want us to do next?
To go to our assigned seats.
Let's do that.
Okay.
Please have a seat. Okay, write that as step one. What should the students do next, now that we are seated?
No, we always start with mathematics. So I expect the students to pick their pencils and pens from their bags.
Okay, that's step two.
Step two.
Put that down in your notebook. What's next?
It's okay if students can say hi to their friends, and probably that could be step three.
Take it down.
Okay, yeah, step three. And I want them to be silent, especially if I raise my hand or even start talking, and that would be step four.
Take it down. Good job planning the routine. Let me check my checklist. Great. The routine has a few simple steps, and yes, yours does. Congratulations. What is step three in establishing routines?
Teach the new routine to students.
What are the parts of teaching a routine?
You explain it, you show it,
Yes.
you practice with a few students, and then practice with the whole class.
Yes. Think about how you will do each of the steps in teaching the routine. Just like the teacher did in the video, remember?
Yes.
How will you explain it, show it, practice it, and write some notes down if that will help you. I will just sit quietly for just 2 minutes as you do that. Okay, let's practice.
Okay.
Please stand up. You are the teacher, and pretend all your students are in, and I am one of them.
Okay.
So we are all seated here in front of you. Please take your position and teach us the routine, then I'll give you feedback.
Okay. So students, I have noticed that we take a lot of time before settling at the beginning of the lesson. So today I want to teach you a routine that is going to help us to save some time and create more learning time. And this routine is going to be divided into 4 steps. So the first step, you enter class, go and sit in your assigned seats, and then you pick your pen and paper from your bag. That should be step 2. Then I will allow you to say hi to your friends. However, and that will be step 3. But when I raise my hand or start talking, all of you should stop talking and then the lesson will begin. So now let's all try out that routine together. Okay, let's stand up.
Good job. Let's look at the checklist and I will give you some feedback.
Okay.
You did many things well. Okay. Your routine had a few simple steps.
Yes.
You explained clearly and slowly.
Okay.
You demonstrated the steps for students. Good job on those.
Oh, thank you.
Now, something to try differently. On your next practice, try asking a few students to demonstrate the routine before you ask the whole class to try it out.
Okay.
Right now?
So, right now?
Yes. You can start after the part where you'd have demonstrated, and I will be the student to demonstrate.
Okay, that's okay. Okay, so class, who is willing to demonstrate the routine to the rest of the students? Okay, Hilda, that's very good. So Hilda, I would want you to go to the door and take us through all the steps of the routine.
Okay. So I'm coming with you and you're telling me?
Yes. So, okay, class, watch Hilda.
Okay. Hi, good morning. How have you been?
Yes, good
Hello.
morning, class. Okay, so you see, class, Hilda did pretty well. She was able to walk to her desk, took out her notebook and pencil, said hi to her friends. And as soon as I started talking, she kept quiet. Did you see all that? So class, are you ready to try?
Very good. Let's look at the checklist again. You did so many things well. Your routine had a few simple steps.
Okay.
You explained them clearly and slowly.
Yeah.
You demonstrated the steps to the students. You asked the student to demonstrate.
Okay.
And you asked the whole class to practice.
Yes.
When you do this with students, after the whole class has practiced,
Yes.
then try giving feedback
Okay.
to the class.
Oh, okay.
Now, let's discuss the next steps. Please take a seat. When and how will you try to establish this routine in the classroom?
Well, I will try it in 2 days after I have planned it all out.
That sounds fine to me. My next observation is in a month's time.
Okay.
And I will expect you to observe using this checklist.
Okay.
Very good. Let's look at the checklist. So now we have finished this.
Yes. Okay.
I'm going to be just looking at the routine we just practiced.
Okay.
It's okay if you make a few changes based on how the students are going to be doing in the process and the class as you practice. I'm just going to see that there is a routine for entering the classroom. If you have any questions before my next observation, you can send me a message on WhatsApp, or you can even call.
Okay, that sounds good.
You did a really great job today, Vicent. It was great to work with you, and I'm looking forward to working with you again.
Thank you. I'll see you soon.
Great.